So, Love Island winner Kai is revealing some interesting information about what he was told when it comes to the producers. Jess is getting some backlash and some kind of care for why she's doing what she's doing now. And Ellaby is not holding back, and some more stuff. Let's get into this quick Love Island nugget video. I'm cooking some chicken in the back if you're hearing some sizzling. Hey guys, it's Rob Ronnie. Hopefully you guys are all doing well today. Back at it again with another video. If you have not subscribed, click that button. It is daily and consistent content. Subscribe to the channel, guys. Click that button. I would really appreciate it. And back at it again with a Love Island nugget video, just a quick compilation of hot topics in less than 5 to 10 minutes. So Kai has come out and basically kind of brutally exposed the producers of Love Island to really discuss how he was told and called at the back to be spoken to, or he had something in his ear, or there was a megaphone to say don't say certain words. So what he was speaking with his friends on the show, and he said the word wagwan, which is a word that a lot of Caribbean, Jamaican people say. It's a word of say, you're my friend, you're my homie, whatever, however you want to phrase it. He was told that he was not allowed to say this word because people around him would take offense to it. And he questioned it, saying, how would anybody take offense to this? I am Jamaican, that's where I'm from, it's my heritage, we speak like this, what is the issue? Why would anybody take offense to it? And then they realized maybe not so, and then allowed him to say it. So, but the fact that that even became an issue is confusing and alarming, because it doesn't make any sense, and it goes to show you, I'm glad that Kai stood up for himself, not only that, but then also won the damn show. But I'm glad that he stood up for himself in that moment, because, I don't see how that could be deemed offensive to anybody. It just doesn't make any sense. But I honestly didn't expect producers to tell him off about something like that. That clip I saw was very interesting. Very interesting indeed. We have Ellaby, who has basically come out to do an interview saying that she was very shocked and, very just irritated by what Abby was saying. She didn't expect it, especially because Abby's been texting her, trying to get her to go to lunch. There was no need for her to be that petty, but you know what? I hear it. It's like, why do you want to text me to go to lunch, but you've been screaming my name at the reunion, saying unnecessary things, or gaslit by gas engineer, whatever you want to say, doing all of this, but then you want to go to lunch with me because you want us to take pictures for the gram and for engagement and etc. It seems a bit off to me, seems a bit fake. So, clearly she's not holding back when it comes to that. Jess is, on TikTok, that because she's gained some weight while she was on Love Island, she is getting a tummy tuck procedure. Now, granted, it's her money. She's a grown adult. She can do as she pleases, but I certainly don't even think that she gained any weight. I thought she looked the same from the beginning to the end, and I certainly don't think that you need a tummy tuck, especially at the age of 21, 22. I just don't think you need something like that at all. I do worry for the younger generation, although, I am still young, I'm 26, but, those who are 18 to 22, who are, let me just, before I land this point, my chicken might be burning. Because I know I can't be having burning chicken because I'm doing a Love Island video. Can you actually imagine, please? No, it's not burning, but it smells good. Ooh, about to get into some chicken, baby. Yeah, when you're in the 18 to 22 age range and you are getting procedures, lip fillers, doing stuff to your cheeks, or, augmentations or etc., and then tummy tucks because you feel like you've gained a little weight, not only does it reduce discipline in who you are as a person, but it definitely sets a very dangerous boundary for yourself that it's not going to be there, that as you get older you are going to continue those procedures, those fillers and those surgeries. You're going to continue all of that, and everybody's on their own journey, so you can't tell people XYZ. You can only advise them. Like Molly May, when things went viral, when she came out the show, when she had things there, it was everywhere, and for her age of 21, 22, having all of those fillers was very unnecessary, and she finally came to that resolution in her life to be like, I don't need this, and she took everything out. And so hopefully Jess will come to that realization, because I don't think she needs all of this stuff, and it's only going to prolong it. I do think that the reason why she won Love Island is because she is extremely relatable to the main girls in the UK. I feel like she just is very relatable. She's very laid back as well, relaxed, and the way she talks and etc. And that basically is a winning formula when it comes to the show, and that's what people loved her. So excited, guys! I'm so excited because I'm gonna go swimming again. I'm going swimming soon in 2 hours, and I'm so excited to do these things. It's so weird. It's just so bizarre how I'm excited to do these things, but recently I've just started choosing myself. I've started these activities. I actually learned swimming when I was young, when I was like in year 2. I knew how to swim from A to B, but I haven't swam since then. And I only started swimming last month. It's been nearly 15, 20 years since I was swimming. I was like, I don't know how old you are in year 2. You're like 6, no, you're not 6 years old. 8, 9 years old. Now I'm 26. I've started swimming again. After more than a decade, I got in that pool. I was like, you know what? I'm going to do it. I'm just going to go in the water. And of course, you can walk from one end to the other end. You can't, I still have to learn to tread, but it's to master swimming. And I'm looking forward to it now. On my off days, when I don't go to the gym, I go swimming. Not only that, but I've started picking up boxing as well, which has been amazing. I go therapy once a week, which is fantastic. And not only that, but I sit in the sauna and in the wet room as well, just to really help my mental health and, really incorporating that meditation and just choosing those things in yourself. Choosing yourself. For me, it's so hard for me to choose myself. Like, I feel like I can't do that. I don't have that perception of life. My perception of life is based on my abuse, and it's based on people taking things from me, sexually violating me at a very young age. And that is the perception of what life is for me, in that I must be there for you. I must be there to serve you. I must be there to obey you. I must be there to please you. That isn't my perception, because that is my introduction to anything related to sex, first and foremost. When you are significantly abused in that way, when not only are you young, but also when I was in my teens, it kept on happening. I think people assume that it just happened when I was young, but no, it was still happening, and it was what I was running away from, because it was still happening. And so that is what my perception of the world is, of what a sexual world is that I have to just obey people, be a people pleaser, and just serve them, and that, I'm not important, I'm not valued, I don't value myself, I can easily discard myself, I'm not important. That is what is drilled into my brain, because your brain neurons are rewired based on the trauma that you go through, especially sexually abused, and it distorts your perceptions, and it depletes any boundaries, let alone sexual boundaries. Which is why, even when everything happened last year, it's like, why is he saying these things to these men? They're asking me to do it, they're enforcing it on me, they're locking me in rooms, beating me up, drugging me, whatever the hell they're doing as well, but I can't say no. My brain tells me, you have to do it. You can't, there's no other option, but I have to serve people. And that's based on trauma, significant sexual trauma, especially when you're coming out of the sexual abuse and you're only 17, 18, you still don't know what's happened to you. Your body is extremely young. Even 19, 20, your body is still extremely young. You don't understand the consequences of your abuse and how you're carrying that in different environments. So people see it as an excuse. But is sexual abuse an excuse, or do you not understand sexual trauma and how it rewires your brain chemistry? Is it an excuse, or have you not experienced it, and therefore you are subconsciously and consciously extremely privileged? Is it an excuse, or you don't understand that tenacity and rupture of survival are a necessary thing that people have to do to survive? So, it's very easy to see something as an excuse because, you haven't been through it. Is it an excuse, or is it just an explanation? Sexual abuse is not an excuse, it's an explanation. It's, and I feel like people have not gone through it, so they just are not going to understand. Unfortunately, I think a lot of people watching this may not understand either, and I get it. And I go off on tangents, and I do that. I don't know why, guys, it's just on my mind. I keep this like a diary. But, I think that recently going to therapy and etc., and, over the last couple of years, but especially in the last year and a half, really just choosing me and be like, no, like, I'm going to do activities that I've always wanted to do. I'm going to go to saunas, mental therapy, swimming, boxing. I'm going to try to pick up yoga now as well. To do these things, it's crazy. I've started reading as well. It's beyond wild how it helps your mental health, how it puts you put yourself first. Choose yourself, guys. Do you understand? I know it's so hard to do that. Believe me, it's taken me nearly 26 years of my life to even get to that conclusion. I'm still young anyway, so the fact that I even got into this conclusion is wild. But definitely choose yourself, and people wanted me to expand on that in my last video. I felt like people didn't want to hear it, but clearly they do. I'd even love to do speeches and lectures, but interactive with audiences and discuss what they've overcome in life and how they've reached a point. I really see myself doing stuff like that as well. It's not every day, just love riding. Anyways, I'm talking. Let me check my chicken because it's really running. Oh, baby! Come and talk to me. Are you tapped or are you tapped? Look at that chicken, baby. Bon appetit. Bon appetit. Wow, all for me. Listen, when you know how to season, you know how to season. If you don't know how to season, then stay in winter, please, because we don't need you here. But season, listen, when you know how to season, it's really giving what it needs to give. Do you understand? It's giving, I'm going to eat and enjoy it. Do you understand? Anyways, let me know your thoughts are when I come to this video. Subscribe to the channel, guys. Click that button. For daily and consistent content, subscribe to the channel, guys. Click that button for daily and consistent content, and I'll catch you guys soon for another video, baby.